my gorgeous friends. Hello, hello. So super excited to be here with you today. And okay, I wanted to chat today about the importance of rest. I am doing the ultimate reset. Today is day 8, and you guys, it is no joke. I have known, my sister did it, my mom did it, and then I have a really good friend, her name's Micah, who's done it. And then one of my customers and coaches, Megan, has done it. And really that's it. Like, that's about it in my like sample pool of like, hey, talk to me about this. Like, I know a couple like acquaintances that have done it and whatever, but those are like the only people that I really like. Hey, talk to me about your results or how it was or whatever, XYZ, right? So pretty small sample size. And I wasn't quite prepared for the mental, emotional, physical challenge that it was going to bring. And this last week has really, really shown me I have some beautiful habits in place when it comes to rest and self-care. And I honestly think we're really not that good at it as a culture. And I'm reading this book right now called When Less is More. And it's by Emily Lay, the same author of Grace, Not Perfection. And it is so good. But to be completely real, she's saying stuff. I don't know what just happened. She's saying stuff, and I'm like, I think she's finally teething. She's one and still has no teeth. It's fine. Okay, cool. But a lot of the things she's saying, I'm like, honestly, I already do that. Hopefully you can hear me. It might be one of those calls. It's fine. So I really wanted to share some of the things that I'm learning and some of the things, especially this last week, that I'm like, honestly, if it weren't for these few like rest practices and these breathing moments, I think I would be going absolutely crazy. Okay, so a couple of things that are really working for me. Pause. I have to go get a tissue. She's got like snot dripping down her face, and I just can't for the next hour. Hold on. Mom life at its finest. It's all good. Okay. So one of the biggest things that I've never talked to you guys about before is I have started doing recently swaps with other mom friends of mine. Some of them are people that I go to church with. Some of them are just neighbors. And this isn't really a thing if your kids are like older teenagers and they can fend for themselves, but for all my mamas out there who have like young kids and potentially multiple, it has been a game changer. I swap with one mom who has 5 kids, and she just sends 2 of her kids over, just 2 of them, and they come over and they come over for 2 hours, and then she has 3 older kids and she sends her 2 youngest. And then she has a little bit of time to like just do things to herself or whatever. One mom friend, I watched all 4 of her kids for an hour so she could go to Costco by herself, and in return she took all 3 of mine for an hour. One time she took them for 2, just so that I could do like whatever for myself. And sometimes I take a nap. Sometimes I take a shower by myself. Sometimes I need to get some stuff done, and that's when I use that time to be super productive. Whatever, it doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong, but just sometimes having that space to breathe, especially on a weekday, especially in the middle of the weekday, it has been game changing. And we've started to make it a regular thing that, okay, like right now, Holland is gone. He's at a friend's house. and because I'm always here, the girls are normally sleeping, and then I can be here and present with you guys and not feel guilty that my son is watching TV for an hour while I do this with you, right? Or whatever. So that is one thing that I just wanted to share because it has been absolutely game changing for me. And if it helps me as much as it does, I just wanted to share that with you in hopes that maybe you know someone that you could do that with. And maybe you would be an answer to their prayers in addition to them being an answer to yours, right? And it has been so beautiful to have just like a little bit of time for myself. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, I want to encourage you. Maybe you don't have that luxury. Maybe you don't have that good of friends. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's just not a thing. Okay. And even on the days that it's not a thing for me, I still plan for rest every single day. Okay. So this is the planner that I use. And a couple calls ago, one of my coaches was like, why do you plan out every single day? And the short answer is because I don't want any white space on my calendar ever. Because if I have white space on my calendar, then I fill it with mindless scrolling and numbness stuff, and I'm not productive with my time at all. So literally, this is my today, okay? And if you look at it, there is something in every single block of every single moment from 4:30 until I'm going to bed tonight at 9, okay? And that is not like go, 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 go. Like it literally says from 11:30 to 12, play a game with Holland. From 12 to 1 o'clock, rest. Okay, that's what it says. And then there's just a line that says, okay, go get one. Can you use this stool, please? And grab one. Okay, thank you. But there's just a line that fills in that block of time. And then there's a spot in this morning where I prayed and where I did my meditation. I actually didn't do it yet, but I wanted to, right? I planned to do it and write in my gratitude journal and listen to my daily devotionals and all those types of things. Okay. So there is like every single moment is filled in with the things that matter to me in each day. Okay, so there's on here, it said I needed to go to the grocery store because that was important to me today. When am I going to make that work, right? When am I going to rest? When am I going to play with Holland while the girls are asleep? When am I going to play with the girls while Holland is at our friend's house, right? Like, when am I going to jump on this call? When am I going to do work stuff? When am I going to make dinner? When am I going to spend time with Blake, right? So I know we've talked a lot before about time management and time blocking and like the things that I love when it comes to time. Gosh, you guys, I'm sorry. Clearly this is something somebody needs to hear because it's not going very smoothly, right? But plan to rest. And honestly, I save my kids Holland's TV time because I try to only let my kids watch like 1 hour of TV a day. And I save my son's time for the girls' nap, so that the girls can be napping and Holland can be watching his TV show and I can be in my room doing whatever I want to do, whether I want to read, whether I want to rest, whether I want to read it for 20 minutes and rest for 20 minutes, whether I just want to shower by myself, get ready, whatever. Like that's when I save my time to rest. And I make time every single day for rest. Okay. Alila needs me. I'm so sorry. Please pause. Mom life comes first. I'll be right back. jingle bajonkos. It's fine. We're fine. Okay. Moving on. Okay. So the next thing that really, really helps me when it comes to rest is I turn off my notifications, like literally all of them. And I think you guys hear that and think, yeah. But no, like really, like I don't even get notified when I receive a text, like nothing besides phone calls. That is the only thing that I get notified about. That is the only thing that pings on my watch is when I get a phone call. That is the only alert that I ever get on my phone is when I have a phone call. Everything else, my emails, my Facebook messages, my Facebook notifications, my Instagram messages, my Instagram notifications. I think I already said email, but like literally text messages, every single app, turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off. There's literally calls and one other social media platform that I am not in the habit of checking ever that I do have notifications for because I contribute to a blog that is where the blog contributors communicate with each other. And I want to make sure I don't miss things because that is not a thing that I check every day. But I don't need reminders to get on Facebook. Unfortunately, I get on Facebook way more often than I should. Same with Instagram, right? Like I don't need those reminders. I turned it off and I turned off my texts. And the mean girl in my head was like, you can't do that. Like, you can't do that because then you'll never respond to text. That is not true. I feel like I am better. No, not I feel like I am better at responding to texts now because before I'd get notified of them when I was in the middle of mom life. And in my head, I saw it. I responded in my brain, but I didn't actually respond. And so days and days and days would go by and I'm, oh my gosh, I never responded to you. I'm so sorry because I saw the notification. It brought up on my phone. I thought about my response and in my head, I totally responded, but I didn't. Okay. But now I don't even see it until I'm ready to see it. My life's not crazy. My kids are playing by themselves, or they're watching a movie, or they're asleep, or I'm making dinner and Blake's home and I've got a little bit of time to check my texts or my messages or my notifications or whatever. I have time now and it's so much less stressful because I'm finding those power pockets of like, okay, it's time to be responsive to my messages, whether it's email or text or messenger or Instagram or check my whatever. And it's not a like, oh my gosh, I just got on my phone and now my child needs me and somebody peed and I just wanted to check this. And if I don't check it now, I'm going to forget and I just have to respond to this. So just leave me alone for 2 seconds, right? Like, I don't know if that's you but that's totally me. Okay. That is totally me. If I'm in one thing, I got to finish or else I'm going to forget. And so if I do that, when my notifications pop up and like crap just hit the fan in mom life, right? Like it does not work for me. And so I know like sometimes it sounds like I cannot turn off my notifications. I would miss everything. Okay. I love you, but you're not that important. Neither am I. Neither am I. That is why I turned them off. The world will continue to spin. The world will continue to go round if you don't respond immediately. And if the people in your life know you and love you, they will know how to get a hold of you. Okay. So like if there is something crazy with my dad, okay, that's like the biggest emergency in my head. My family knows to call me. They wouldn't text me anyways. They would call me because they know that I have my notifications turned off. They wouldn't send me an Instagram message, right? And like even in my business, if someone messages me and they're like, okay, girlfriend, I want info. I don't want my people to think that I'm going to be there at every beck and call. Like I'm a mom first. You have seen that firsthand on this call, right? I am a mom first, and then I am a coach. And I will help you when I can. I'm not going to be there at your every beck and call. And I'm not that important. And if you want that kind of coach, then you got to go look for somebody else because I'm not that coach. Okay. So, and I'm trying to empower my people to empower each other as well and to look for their own. Google is a thing. Okay. Like Google is a thing. So empowering my people, both my customers and my coaches, to figure stuff out on their own without like constantly needing me and me like spoon feeding everybody, everything, right? Text, notifications, all the things, even in work life. even in work life. Okay. So I really want to encourage you, like, if you feel like this, like overwhelm and like, I'm just running on, nah, like I can't. Okay. See, that's what I'm sharing with you today. You need to get better at rest. You need to get better at rest, and less really, really, really is more. Steph said something in the chat that I want to read. So she said, I was seriously so nervous to turn my notifications off, and it's so amazing. I totally recommend it. I know, like I literally, like, you don't even know until you try it, but it is literally the best thing ever. So, and then if stuff is important to you, like I literally have it in my, like right here, go check my messages. I have another spot right here, go check my messages. Another spot right here, go check my messages. I have 3 power pockets in my day to check my messages. And that is my texts and Facebook Messenger and Instagram Messenger, right? Because that's business and personal life, okay? So I have a lot of time to check on my people, even though my notifications are off. Okay. And it has brought me so much relief in my life. Okay. All right. Moving on. Numero tres. Higher help. Like really, truly. I have a mama friend who's pregnant with her number 4 son, and her oldest is as old as Holland, 2 months older than Holland, and she's like 2 weeks away from having her 4th. Okay, so my kids are close, her kids are closer, and I'm like, Jinko Pajankos, mama, you are a saint. And she just messaged me the other day, like, all right, tell me who you use for a cleaning person, because I'm getting way behind. That I was like, girlfriend, like it is, I'm proud of her for asking me now. But seriously, truly, like if someone else, this is something I heard from John Maxwell, and it has really stuck with me. If someone else can do something 80% as good as you, let them do it so that you can spend your time doing what brings you joy. I'm going to get all spiritual on you for 2.5 seconds. You were sent here to this earth to fulfill a purpose. Okay. You have a divine mission. And whether or not you believe that is true, I do. I believe that you were sent here for a very specific reason. You cannot be fulfilling your purpose in life if you are busy scrubbing toilets. Okay. Someone has to scrub them. Yes. And someone else loves to do that. That's why they created a cleaning service. That is why they made it their livelihood, because they actually enjoy it. Okay. They enjoy scrubbing floors. I don't get it. Like, I don't get it, but kudos to them because they love it. They enjoy it. They want to do it for other people in addition to themselves potentially. Right. I don't get it, but I will hire them. I will hire them. They will make my life easier. My house will be so much cleaner because of them. And how cool is it that I am now providing some income for someone else? I am providing success for this person's startup company, potentially, or helping a mama friend who's struggling and needs a little bit of extra income, right? And now I have the breadth and width and capacity to spend my time doing what brings me joy. I like to cook. I know a whole bunch of people that don't, but cooking brings me joy. Someone else might want to hire a personal chef or order out all the time or whatever. Me, I would much rather make a healthy, fabulous, delicious meal for my family than scrub the toilets for them. Okay. So picking and choosing what you can do to be in your wheelhouse, to spend your time with what brings you the most joy, and letting everything else go. Okay. So hiring help. And seriously, how cool is it that you get to bless that other person financially, as well as having them in your life and getting to see them and chat with them and all the things. Okay. So that is number 4 tip. Okay. Let me see. I got all sorts of skiwampus up in here. No, that was number 1. That was number 2. That was number 3. I'm just going to recap at the end. So I just want to make sure I remember what I said. Okay. Last thing really, is really rest can look. So it doesn't have to be, I got a massage today. It doesn't have to be, I got a pedicure today. It doesn't have to be, I went on a date with my spouse for 6 hours today. Like rest does not have to be this grandiose thing, right? It can literally be, hey kiddos, or hey husband, or hey teenagers, I need some time to myself. I'm going to shut the door for 20 minutes and I'm going to meditate, or I'm literally just going to lay down and I'm going to set a timer and just let myself lay here for 20 minutes. Even if I never fall asleep, I'm just going to lay here and do nothing. It is very rejuvenating. It is very rejuvenating. It might not sound like it, but it really is. Okay. So reading a fiction book, and it's not for business. It's not for your marriage or your mom life or potty training or growth or whatever, just like reading a book just because, right? And going on walks and playing board games and unplugging, right? Taking baths or taking showers or whatever. It can literally be those tiny, tiny moments. And I'm not talking like I went to the grocery store by myself. Like that is great. That is cool that you got some alone time, but that was still for someone else. That was still for your family, right? I'm talking about like I'm resting for the sake of me and nobody else. Like this is what I need to fill my cup. This is what I'm doing. And it doesn't benefit anybody else except for me. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. That kind of rest. So, and okay, like if it's date night or whatever, it can also bless your spouse if you're getting whatever, going on dates and getting massages and all the things. But truly I'm not being productive right now. I am literally doing this for the sake of rest and enjoyment. And I really, my mindset coach guy in a leadership track call, he challenged us to have one thing every day, a rest ritual, if you will, every day. And honestly, that rest ritual could be dancing. I'm just going to let my hair down and I'm going to dance in my kitchen for 3 minutes by myself with my kids. It doesn't matter, whatever, but I'm just going to like rest from the cares of everything else. Right. So having a daily rest ritual, a weekly rest ritual, a monthly rest ritual, and a yearly rest ritual, meaning like I'm going somewhere with my spouse or by myself. I'm going to a women's conference, or I'm going to a personal development conference, or actually, no, that would be more business related. I'm going on vacation with my spouse for no other reason, just to be together, right? Or whatever that is. Okay. So I really, really, really want to encourage all the rest. Okay. So that you can show up as the best version of yourself. Because when we're burned out, it ain't fun. It really ain't fun. Okay. So to recap, number 1, if you can, schedule swaps with other people. It is life-changing. It really is. Number 2, and if you jumped on a little late, I encourage you to go back and listen to the beginning of this call. It is being recorded, so you could hear it. If you can hear it over this cute baby. Number 2, plan for rest in your day. When, like what time? Like what time are you going to rest? And what are you going to do? Are you going to take a nap? Are you going to read a book? Are you going to see when you get there? Are you going to take a bath? Like, what are you going to do? When are you going to do it? Okay. And it might not be, you know what, as soon as my husband gets home at 5 o'clock, we're going to have a conversation. And every day at 5 from now on, from 5 till 5:20, he's going to have dad time with my kiddos. I'm going to shut myself in my room and I'm going to read a fiction book by myself for 20 minutes before I need to start dinner. Or maybe dinner's already in the crock pot, or maybe dinner's already on the stove, and all he has to do is stir it a little bit for 20 minutes while I go take care of myself for a minute. Okay. Plan for your rest. Number 3, turn off your notifications. Turn them off, 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 turn them off. Okay, cool. And again, go back and listen to this if you jumped on late. Number 4, hire help. If you have the financial means to do it, hire someone to help you. Okay. All right. And number 5, it doesn't have to be grandiose. It can be simple. It can be small. Plan for daily rest, weekly rest, monthly rest, and yearly rest. I don't see anything in the chat. I don't see anything in the comments. I love you. Okay. I believe in you. I want your overall health and well-being to be very well-rounded. Okay. It is definitely one thing to like, yeah, I woke up and did a morning routine. Yeah, I worked out today. Yeah, I'm a boss. I'm a slayer. I'm what, right? Like, but there is a very real, like, are you getting 8 hours of sleep though? Are you taking baths by yourself? Are you practicing self-care? Okay. Mental health matters too. In my personal opinion, more than physical health, because it doesn't matter if you have your physical health if you don't have your mental health. So you got to take care of yourself inside and out. Yes. Okay. If you're on the recording, mwah, I love you. I'll see you hopefully live next week. If you're on live, stay on live and we'll chat for a bit. Cool. Okay. Love you, recording friends. Bye.